Alrighty, we are back. More space engineer stuff. Okay, so as always, check our food and stuff first. Got some organics, got some wastewater. We could use a little bit more water. And that's still making stuff, I guess. It's got 45, 67, and 22, so we'll take some out of here. Okay. All right. So, in the last episode, we had finished another one of our train cars. And then in this episode, we were supposed to work on the one that we are going to use as a sort of docking bay. Okay. And then we also built this for some defense up on top. We've got 5 down here on the bottom for defense down that way as well. We built our little tug. Very compact. It's got pretty much everything that you need. Magnetic blocks on the front and the back also happen to be at the same level, which is, I don't know if I planned on that or if that just kind of happened, but that works rather well. And yeah, so we were waiting on this guy to discharge, so we're at 18.4%. There was another thing that I was thinking about doing. So I'm worried about having these things be slightly twisted. You know what I mean? So I was wondering if it would be a good idea to replace this block here with a merge block. So that would just kind of fit in there, and then it would kind of align everything. And you know, it would just work. Todd Howard, right? It just works. Okay, and then we'll throw in this guy in here. And that will go in there, and that should hopefully not crash the game. It shouldn't. Okay, it didn't. Okay, good. All right, so now if I were to disconnect this, that will lock in, and then we can relock it. Okay, so good to go. So that works just fine, and this way we know that everything is on here correctly, right? So this one isn't going to be 1 or 2 degrees tilted this way, you know what I mean, from this back one. And then we're going to do the same thing over here as soon as that thing gets... Wait, no, we got to put it down here. So, okay. So that will go there. And then we'll throw in this guy. And then we'll throw in that guy facing the other way. Okay. And then hopefully this won't break anything. Okay, so I mean that's not a terrible thing. It's not close enough to actually pull in all the way. So we'll give it a little boost from the tug. Okay, so that's on auto right now. Probably wanted to put that on recharge, but that's fine. All right, so now we just have to go over here and give this guy a little push, and then we'll be good. Oh hey, the entire front didn't build. That's interesting. Okay, so let us go into here. It's actually easier for me because now I've got a flat surface to kind of, you know, connect onto. And are we locked? There we go. Just push that forward a little bit. Is that working? Did it lock? It did. Okay, good to go. So we are good to go there. All right, so let us unlock and then back up a little bit. All right, and then we'll park this guy again. Oh, need to work on that side to side a little bit. I mean, it should be fine. I'm not really too worried about it. This is just just to move stuff. Okay. So let's go forward a little bit, drop down a little bit, and we'll lock ourselves in. Good to go. Throw ourselves on recharge, and good to go. Okay. So from here, we can put in another one of these. And then the rest of this just has to be built out, which is not that difficult. We'll throw this there. And then we need these guys. And then these guys. All right, and then that needs to go there. And then we need the quarter pieces here and here. Oh, that one's already there. Okay, so we don't need that one. Good. And then we need the tip pieces here and here. Okay. So that is now built all the way. What are you doing here? Are you charging? What are you doing? Fully depleted. What am I doing that's using power? Everything is draining. Oh, do I not have any sun? Is that what the deal is? No, I have sun. So what are we using for power? Unless it's just these guys, which are just pulling in a ridiculous amount. But they can only pull in so much, so I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I probably have all these set to recharge, and that's probably what it is. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, these 8 batteries here are pulling all the charge from the batteries elsewhere. So yeah, so that's what that is. Okay. No issues there then. Okay. So now, for this part, this is going to be interesting. I have to figure out how I can fit this stuff in here. Okay, so first things first, as always, is a connector. So we'll grab that here. And we'll just kind of flip it downwards. And we'll rotate this way, make sure that we're nice and straight. It looks like we are. And we'll say about there. Okay. So first thing that we have to do is get all of the stuff underneath here set up. That's not exactly the easiest thing to do. And then let's see. So that's going to be Just trying to think of the best way to do this, because right now this is the floor. So like the top of that block there is like the top of this block here. So now I have to do a rotor. Unless I did, no, because that wouldn't work. So I'll do one of these ones because it, wait, no, it does need to be able to transfer in. So we have to go with the advanced rotor. Okay. Okay, so that has to go there, and then we take off this piece, and then we put in a small head. Okay, and then we're going to bring this in as far as it'll go. And then we also have to lock this guy. Turn the inertial tensor on. Okay. So that's what we've got so far. Now, as you can see, we're kind of already at the edge. Oh no, this could be, so okay, so then this is where the rotor is on this block. So we have one full block here to go over and up. So maybe it would be a good idea to actually, no, because then I can't build around it. Okay. Okay, so let me just finish this thing out on the bottom here so I know how much space I have to work with. And then we're going to save that open space there for a battery, because we always need batteries. We like batteries. Battery. All right, and then let's flip that around that way. Good to go. Okay. So I actually think we can make this work. Yeah, I think it'll actually work. So, and I'm just going to build out the rest of the floor here. And we'll do that. And I know that I could be putting like something else in here, like extra storage or something like that, but I mean, this is mainly just to be like something to hold a ship. That's basically all this is supposed to be. Just a nice little docking platform. Okay. So we've got that, which gives us that amount of space there. Okay. And then I have to remember how this goes. So I think we need to go and line the edge here. And I don't know how I feel about this. Okay, maybe not all of this, but at least these pieces here. Okay, so we have to get this to go this way and then up, and then putting on the smaller pieces in there. So, okay, so we need this, and then I think we need to go one more of these, and then we need to go up. So that'll be this guy here. And then from here, because that should be roughly in the middle of the block. And that should put us kind of sort of at the top, I think, roughly. But there's another thing that I can do here to sort of make it all kind of make a little bit more sense, and that is to put on this around and then build everything to a half block height. Nope. Okay. And then, okay, so then this has to be roughly even with the top there. And do I have any half corners? We have smaller ones, but we don't have the longer ones. Unless I've got something in here, maybe. Okay, so there is another way that I can do this. It's going to require redoing this a little bit. But instead of going with the 2x1 tips, we're going to go with the 45s. Not that one, though. All right. So if we do it like this, or maybe if we have this one be the tip because it's got to kind of cover the cargo box there. And then we'll go back with the quarter pieces. I understand that they're not actually a quarter of this, but so 1/4 would be like this as a block. But you know what I mean. Okay. And then from here, we can put on these pieces to make it look a little better at least. And this one isn't going to exactly line up, but that's fine. Okay. So now, 5 of these small blocks will equal 1 full block here. So a half block equals 2.5 blocks here. So we should need to go up. Okay, so if that puts us just a little bit below, or is that right at it? It's a little bit above, actually. Okay. Let's go with this, and then we'll see what the connector looks like on here. And it has to be just slightly above the quarter pieces in here. And I think that is just slightly above. Yeah, that's about a half block above. Okay, so that'll work out. I think we're good with that. Okay. And then we need to do a merge block. And that will go onto here. Okay. And then normally we would have a projector in this last little bit here. Don't think that's really needed. Okay, and then I can't push that out anymore, so I think I needed to go with one less and then push this out instead. So let me just there we go. And then we'll get rid of that, and then everything should be disassembling at this point. Yeah, okay. Okay, so then in place of that extra block here, we need to go with this guy here. And then we go, let's see, 1 conveyor frame, 2 conveyor frames up. And then we go with the connector after that point. And then from here, we can kind of kick this thing out a little bit as needed. And that should actually get us a little bit more of what we need, I think. Okay. So I think that's going to be good now. So let's go back to the connector. All right, and that should still be, yeah, half a block above. Okay, good. All right. So we will build this thing. There we go. And that should fit in there quite snugly. And I'm going to need to recharge pretty soon. All right. And we have about a half block over here on this side, half a block over here on this side, and we have incoming Sigma drone. Okay. And I'm at 30%. Okay. So this guy's going to be coming in this way, hopefully coming after me, but it's not going to last very long. So what is it shooting at? Oh, whatever, it's gone now. So bye. Have fun. Okay. Easy enough. Defenses work quite well. I don't... Okay, so it looks like they were attacking this. Why did they attack that? If I had to guess, it's because that was the closest thing that had a computer circuit in it. So something I might want to do is put in some, what are they called? I'll find it as soon as I get out of here. I know what I'm talking about, I just can't remember the name of it. Okay, so let's hop out, go in here. Like little round things. Not projectors though. No. It's a large block. Not a space ball. Having a really hard time with my words here today. Decoy. There you go. So I need some of these. So I need to place these kind of like around the base a little bit in like a few places. And that way, if anyone does come by and attack, they'll attack the decoys and not actually important things, which is what they did over there with the train. So I'll have to set up some of those, which is fine. I'm not really too worried about that. Okay, so this is working on doing its thing, which is fine. And then we'll just start setting this back up. Okay. So let's try this again. All right. Okay. Okay, so that will work for that. Throw the merge block back on here. Okay. And that is roughly where it needs to be. And then going around here. Let's see, so I'm gonna do a half block. And lay that down kind of on here, and that should put us roughly exactly to the top of here, which it does. Okay, and then from here, I need these. This just gives it a little bit more protection for the stuff underneath, because as you can see, you destroy some of these things and they just come right off. So, okay. And then from here, I don't know what I want to put in here. Something. I don't know. We'll go with that. It's not going to look the best, but it'll be fine. And that can go there. Okay, good to go. So we now have our docking port on here. We've got space where we can actually get in there at the rotor if we need to. And then everything else should be good. We have our battery here. And then we'll throw in an LCD onto here, just to kind of block that. And then we'll put like a message in there saying, you know, it's a, I don't know. Okay, what else can we do here? Instead of this, what if we put in this? Just kind of give it like a more kind of like a curved look. It's not really curved, it's angles, but you know what I mean. And then I can do one of the angled pieces there. All right. So then we'll grab this guy, throw him there, and then throw another one over here. And then go back into here with number 6, spin that around. All right. All right, so that can go there. And then we need these back in here. Okay. And now, instead of doing this piece, I think it would actually be better if we went with this piece. All right. So there's that. And we can do kind of like a railing around the edge, sort of. Except we can't do it right there because that block is going to be in the way. We could switch it up a little bit and just do kind of like a railing around here. Might be something we could do. This is going to need a button panel of some sort. So maybe instead of putting this here, we put a button panel there. Okay, so that'll work for that. And then we can go with our railing. Just go with this one. Okay, so that can go, no, this way. Okay, and then this one can go that way. And then we'll throw this one in here this way. And then we need the corner to go there and there. And then if I wanted to be really fussy about it, I could get rid of these ones. And then put a corner on here as well. Okay. So kind of like a little sort of protected area. We'll have that up on top there. Yeah, so I don't know, like it's not perfect, but it's not bad. Yeah, I think I'm actually okay with that. So we'll get our tug. We are now fully charged, so that's good. All right. And then all we need to do now is get this guy to go down into its little hole, I guess. Okay, so there we go. All right, so we need to go this way. Whoops. A little bit. We need to drop this down. Okay. Oh, there we go. And we are locked. Sort of kind of in there, right? Okay. So then we will disconnect. And then we'll should be good on that. All right. So yeah, little tiny tug. Very, very useful. Am I off a little bit? What's going on? Oh no, I just need to, yep, okay, good to go. Okay, so tug is back on and it is charging. This guy is in, but we do need to put in the windows here. All right, and then window, there we go. We'll put one there, and then we'll put another one over here. Okay. And, oh, is that already connected? That is already connected. Okay, so we're gonna turn you off for now. Just so that way this thing doesn't have to look everywhere for a connector. Okay. And I'm gonna have to label it anyways. Oh, and also that's gotta be this connector, right? Yeah, okay, so we've got the upper connector here. So small grid connector, and then we'll know that the bigger connector is the one that we need. Okay. So small grid. So this connector can go here, and we'll have that on switch lock. And then we'll change the buttons around. Button 1, text and images, switch lock. And then I'm actually going to put in a space because it's only 2 lines of text. I'll make that a 3. Should I make it a 4? Nah, I think 3 is fine. And then we'll do that. And there we go. So switch lock. And then this should lock ourselves down. And then take a look down here, and we are locked here. Okay, good to go. And then we will take and turn this guy back on, and that is now good as well. All right. I think we're pretty good, actually. How are you doing? Are you charging or discharging? 899.8. Okay, so this is charging very, very slowly. Good. Okay, how are you doing? You're at 13.1%. Okay. All right, so we can hop our little vehicle up on top of there. It should keep a profile lower than this, which is the highest that I want that to go. And then that's locked in, and then all of these I believe are also locked in. Yes, okay, good to go. And then we're locked in there as well. Not that we really need it, but we are. Okay. Now we get to the hard part. So we've got pretty much everything that we need. And I'm actually going to take this guy and bring him over there. Why is... Okay, it's just zoomed way out. Okay. So let's see. So we want to turn this onto auto. We're at 93%. That should be fine. And then hop off. Good to go. All right. And now this should be able to land right on top of here, and we'll take it along with us. Ooh, it's got a lot of force. Okay. And then we'll let ourselves get on there. Okay, so then we'll do that. So we are locked on. Engines off, recharge on, and we're good to go. Okay, so now we have storage for our mining vehicle, which is good. Yeah. I think that's good. Okay, so now we need to do the hard thing, which is going to be to build the engine for this guy. And it's going to be interesting. I don't know. We'll just go with it and kind of see what we can come up with. I think that'll probably be the best way to do this right at this point. Okay, so we'll do that. Throw that on there, and then connector, throw that on there as well. And then we need to go this way and then up that way. Okay, good to go. All right, so the idea that I kind of want to go with here is I want as much of the thrusters to be hidden as possible, at least the main forward and backwards thrusters. So the way that we're going to do that, so we're going to throw this on here, and then we're going to go with the large hydrogen thruster. And industrial or otherwise doesn't really matter at this point. Unless there is a size difference. It doesn't look like there is. Maybe there is. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks long? Whereas the other one is 3 blocks. Okay, so I definitely want to go with this one then. Okay, so this is going to be our reverse thrusters. And then I know that we have to go out a certain distance before we can get to, because I mean this is going to be like doing damage to whatever blocks are in front of it, and we don't want to damage the other thruster, which is going to be facing into this one. Yeah, okay, so let's see. How do I want to do this? I think it's got to go out 7 blocks. Hold on, I'm going to do some quick research real quick, just to make sure so that way I know how far this thing has to go out. All right, so according to Google, it is 6 block lengths that I have to have in between here. So for now, I don't know how I want these things to run, but okay, so the large ones need 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's in between. Then we need to go a further 3. So 1, I need interior plates. Okay. And I'm at 81% power and 86% oxygen. So I'm still good. Let's see, so interior plates, we'll grab a few of these. Okay, so that'll work there. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we're going to place the other thruster on here, facing backwards. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks in between them. So now we can cover up this entire area and not have to worry about these thrusters being exposed or damaging anything. Which is kind of what I was going for. Okay, so what else do we need now? Okay, so now we need hydrogen storage. And then another thing that I want to check out is, does it only do damage in the center? Or does it do it like for all 9 blocks here? Like will all 9 blocks be damaged, or how does that work? I'm not actually sure. Is there a way to get this thing to... No? Okay, whatever. I was seeing if I could find a way to kind of get this thing to just kind of turn on, but it looks like it doesn't want to, so because it has no hydrogen, that's why. Okay, so then we will turn that on. There we go. So now we have hydrogen, and now if we turn on the thrust, we'll just put it up to 1 meganewton. And then I don't know if that's actually going to do damage to anything, or if that's actually blowing right now, or if that's just what it looks like. I can't tell. Well, I mean, it's not doing any damage to this block, so I don't think it's actually doing anything. So I'm not actually sure how the thrust override works, but yeah, I don't think that was actually doing anything. Okay, so this is just going to be dead space inside of there. I'm going to assume that it's all 9 blocks. Could be wrong. It might just be the center block that does the damage, but if I just assume that it's all of them, then at least I know that I'll be good. Okay, so next thing that we're going to need is hydrogen storage, and we're going to need a lot of it, but at the same time we don't have enough room to put that on there. So I do want this to be relatively sleek in how it looks, so we're going to go with the normal hydrogen containers or tanks. So yeah, so these guys here, and I could do these, but that requires hydrogen components, so we'll just go with these, I think. All right. And then I want this to have, I guess we can do it like that. Okay, so I need you to turn and go like that. And then we should be able to put in one more. And then have these on the ends. Okay, so now everything is connected all the way through from the top and the bottom. It's a lot of hydrogen storage right there. I don't know. So 750 liters is how much it can store. Whereas this one is also 750 liters. That doesn't make sense. Oh wait, no, that's okay. So gas is 1.5 e to the 7th, which is 1.15 million, 1.5 million, somewhere in there. Whereas these ones are either 100,000 or 1 million. I think it's 100,000. So from all of these right here, so that's 3, 6, 15. So 15 times 100,000 equals 1.5 million. So these right here equal that. And it's a small flat form factor, so I kind of like that. So that's good. Okay, and then I have to put in the front, and then I also want to line this thing with solar panels. So that's going to be interesting. And I want also to be able to see what's going on here with all of the fills. So I might line the top of this with glass and then just put solar panels on the sides. Maybe that'll work. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But yeah, so we've got a lot of hydrogen, so that's good. Okay, so then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Solar panels are 2 each. So depending on how I do this. Okay, so let's assume that we want to do this like this, right? Kind of make it sleek, 5 wide. And I still have to put in all the thrusters in the other directions, so I'm not forgetting that. It's just trying to get the form factor down first. Okay. So that will get that done, and then we can put in solid stuff on the side. Okay, and then these are 4 long each, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna have a space of 3. Okay, so I think if we go out, okay, so we want this one, and then we have 4, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have this one. Okay, so that works out. And the reason why I say that works out is because I'm going to put thrusters, our side thrusters. Do I have small, industrial, large, just regular? Yeah, let's go with these ones. So this will be our sideways movement. 1, 2, 3, 4 space. 1, 2, 3, 4 space. So it's a little off by 1 over here on this side, but that's fine. So that'll give us our lateral movement. And then we also need to get ourselves our up and down movement, which I should be able to do in here. So if I take off this one, and then also if I take off this one and this one, oh, that's gonna be a little weird, but that's fine. Okay, and then we'll throw in there. And then we'll throw in, okay, so that one I already took off. Okay, good to go. All right. And then we'll throw this into here. And I think we'll actually have that out like that. And then I'm gonna need stuff to go from the sides here. And then I'm gonna go with these 4, and then this 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So that'll give us our up and down. And the way that's gonna look is like this and like that. Okay. So we're not going to have anything interfering with anything as far as that goes. So that's good. This I can fill in with just regular old blocks. And then this as well. Okay, so then that can go there. All right, and then this I can just kind of bring out like that. And then we'll throw that into there. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so now I have room to put on my solar panels. And then let's fill this in as well. Okay. And then we definitely want to do the high density solar panels, so I think I'm going to need alloy plates for that. So let me just grab a couple of those, and then also grab a recharge, as long as I'm in here. Alrighty. Good to go. Okay. Alright, so alloy plates. I think I still have some. Yes, okay, good. Okay, so the way that this is going to work is I'm going to have them kind of built off of the side here. We're definitely going to go with these ones because they put out a decent amount of power. We want this to go down like that. And then we want this other one to go down here, if it will let me. There we go. And then we'll flip this one over here this way and put that in there like that. Okay. And then from here, I can do, let me see, large blocks, these guys, so the light armor panels. And then we'll cover this up from the side, leaving that open for what we need. And then I think I can actually sneak these in here just for some extra protection for that hydrogen tank without it actually getting destroyed by the thrusters. So that will work out quite nicely. Okay, so now we need to go into here and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's see, 1. Oh, I need interior plates again. Okay. All right, interior plates. Get 30, just because. All right. And then we're gonna go with 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this and this. Okay, good to go. All right, and then that will be there. These, that is, okay, no, that did go in the right place. Okay. That needs to be left open. 2, 3, 4. That needs to be left open. Okay. And then I could put in one of these things over here as well. kind of cover this up a little bit, give it a little bit of protection. And then we've got all kinds of connections on all four sides of this thing, so if any one side gets kind of blown up, it should be okay. The thing I'm worried about, though, is if any of these things get blown up, it is hydrogen, so they will explode. And if one explodes, all of them are probably going to explode, which is not ideal at all. But it's not really much I can do about that, so we're just going to have to deal with it, I guess. There, and that can go there. All right, and we'll finish this off into here. All right, and that side's in, that side's in, that side's in. Okay, so now we can go back to the solar panels and then throw those in here as well. And we want that to lay in there like that. And then rotate around. Go in there like that. Okay. And then, yeah, we need to go back and grab these again. And we'll throw that in there. That is not where that was supposed to go. Okay, try again. There we go. Okay, so I think we're okay so far here. All right, and then, so this is basically a 5x5, so we're trying to keep this at. I am going to put some additional protection on the bottom, maybe some glass or something, or I could put in some more solar panels. I do have the room for it. And then I can do glass or something on the back here, and then I can put a half block in here. And we'll just make the whole thing a half block because we don't have a certain type of block, a certain shape of block, I should say. That would be useful. So we'll do this. And then, how do I want to do this? So that block that I was talking about is like a corner piece for these, right? So we don't actually have that. So, I don't know, it doesn't really look all that good. So I'm gonna go and get rid of this one, and we'll just make the whole thing a half block, at least going up and down, and then we can put in this guy there and kind of give it a little something something, I guess. And then this. Or I could, no, let's make this a half block too. Okay. That way it's just easier. But here we can actually go, no, we can't. So what if I got rid of these blocks and I just did half blocks for like the entire thing, right? That way I don't have to worry about any angles or anything like that. It's gonna look blocky, I know, but trains kind of do unless they're a bullet train, which I'm not trying to make here. So, okay, and then we can take out this corner here and then put in that 45 piece. That way at least it lines up with the 45s on the side there. So we'll do that. And that'll be in there like that. And this will be in here like this. All right. And then more half blocks in here on the bottom. Okay. And that can go there, and that one's already there. All right, good to go. I am going to need more solar pieces, at least the tier 3 ones. So we'll make a couple hundred of those. And then I also want to see what I've got for plates. So still 13,000, so that's good. All right, and then these, so make, oh, not 2,000, like 300 maybe. And that should work for that. And this should give us a lot of thrust. So we've got 6 down, 6 up, 3 to the left and right. And then we've got 2 large ones going forwards and backwards. And now all I need to do is kind of create the front of this thing. And this is going to be kind of like the pilot's area slash living area slash whatever. I don't want to make it too big though. Okay, so how are you doing? That's got all the parts. It just needs someone to build it. So that's good. That still needs more work. That one still needs more work. Okay. And then we'll throw in some more of these. Okay, so that'll give us a little bit of extra protection for our thrusters, which should be good. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Okay. And then I can get this built as well. Okay, and then how are we doing with this? Okay, so those still need parts going to it. It looks like all of our thrusters are now up and running. What do you need? Okay, you're just not built yet. Okay, that's fine. All right. Got a lot going on here, so it's definitely interesting. Okay, so we're gonna turn this off for now. Wait, no, we want that to be off. Okay. Ooh, maybe I don't want to do that yet because all of those thrusters are on and I don't want to be wasting the the hydrogen. So we'll just leave that on. Switch this. Okay, good to go. Okay, so we need these again. And then I could put in like little half pieces on the side here. Not really necessary, but I could. Okay, and these aren't getting any sun. Where's the sun? Sun's over there. So, no, these shouldn't be getting anything yet. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. So I could probably start building these things. Just trying to help out my build and repair system a little bit. That can go, that can go, that can go, that can go. And then let's see, we'll grab in just as many of those as I can grab. All right. Okay, so there's a bunch there. Okay, let's throw in some of these here and then weld those up as well. Okay. So it's not the most amazing looking thing in the world, but it will be functional. It will absolutely be functional. Which is really the most that I can hope for here, so. Alright. And then that is... Okay, so that's not going to line up perfectly for the 3x3 windows. These are 10 blocks long, so I can put in a maximum of 3 windows, unless I offset them a little bit. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so let's get that built, get that built. Is there one over here? There is not, but there should be. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go recharge real quick. We are at an hour. I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to build the living area on there, so I might just save that for the next video. But we won't end this one quite yet. We're just gonna do a quick review of what we've done so far. All right, and then we'll just kind of watch it do its thing, I think. And then we've got all kinds of connections here, so we can put in like a med bay or something if we need it. I don't think we are going to need it. And then I can leave a door here, so that way I could at least get, you know, in here in case I need to do any work in here. Everything is accessible. So that might be one of the first things that I do, actually. Okay, so if I put this here, and I throw a door on it, but how do I want to do this, though? I think I want to do an offset door. And then we'll do the same thing down here. And then throw a block in here as well. Just run that out to there. Grab some of those interior plates. All right, what do you need? You need more tier 3 solar cells. Okay, I can do that. No, production, go into here, build, no, not 1,000, just 100, there we go. So that should get those kind of built up and ready. And then we'll close this off. And whenever that one gets done building, okay. And then I think I actually want to get rid of this right here and this right here and throw in a half block instead. Because I'm going to need some walking room and I want to put another offset door kind of here. So I've got like half a block of space to like walk in here. And then from the door here outwards, then we should be good. And then I'm going to throw in a vent so we can pressurize this area, which is kind of the entire point. And that can go right there. And then, So I don't want this to be too far out this way. I'm thinking like 3-4 blocks max. And that would be good enough, I think. Doesn't really look much like a train, does it? I was kind of hoping it might look a little better, but meh. Okay. So with this, we can still get into the back of the area here if we're careful. So if anything gets damaged down here, we can go back here and, you know, take a look, which will be good. And then we can kind of still sneak through here on the sides. Maybe? Okay, just had to move over a little bit. Okay, so these doors aren't the easiest to use, but they use up less space than the bigger doors. So that's kind of why I'm going with them. Let's see. We're gonna go out like this, and then I want to put in these into here. So it gives us a little bit more space that we can kind of use here. And then I can put, oh, I wonder if that's gonna seal or not. That might not seal. So we'll throw another one of these, and then we'll put the vent on this one. And then I can put another vent on here on the bottom somehow, maybe? Maybe not. So, I mean, I could just put like a vent right there and then just get a little bit creative in how I kind of cover everything up. And then these vents here are going to be set to depressurize, so that way I'm not losing any of my oxygen. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, so that'll work. Okay, so these are set to depressurize. This one's set to pressurize, so this will pressurize the front of the cabin. Okay, and then do I want to bring that forward or not? All right. So we're going to leave this here for now. After I put in those additional corner blocks, because that's going to bother me if I don't have it in there, because I'll probably forget by the time I do the next video. So there we go. So that's kind of there doing its thing. So that should work. And then this should slowly start building all of these pieces moving forward. All right. So I think we'll stop here for now. And then I don't know, I think we'll pick it up in the next video and kind of see where we're at and see what we can do. Oh, hey, I just realized something. If I include these blocks, then it's 12. And then I can do 4 sets of 3x3 windows on the top here. So I'll probably do that. Okay, but anyways, I'm going to call this video here for now. We've made a lot of progress. And yeah, we'll take care of this the next one. So I'm going to take a nap here, get my my mental health back up, or at least however that works. Is that how that works? I don't know how that works. There we go, 125. Good to go. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you know, say something. If you like watching these videos, I've got a ton of others, all in the same series. So this is actually the second chapter. So there's the entire first chapter where I did a lot of stuff there too. But yeah, give them a look. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.